I got some wild news for you today. Let's get to the big stories.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
A recent alleged assassination plot against the Ukrainian President Zelensky was foiled over the weekend, as there were mercenaries sent from Russia, but the mercenaries were destroyed.
Oh.
I mean, they're after him. He knows they're after him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm here. I'm out. I'm fighting. Not leaving. You know, I think one of the big moments was whenever we offered him the chance to leave the country, we were going to go and get him, take him out. And he was like, I don't need a ride. I need ammo. And he's there. And every day he's talking. But this Chechnyan leader said 2 servicemen had died and 6 others were injured. But neither the Chechnyans nor the Kremlin had responded. And because that was people they had sent over to kill him.
Wow.
They'd killed those people. So it is a wild story. I mean, there was another one, and I just have the headline here. Russian police jail kids who took flowers and no to war signs. They threw the kids in jail. Wow. I saw all the clips. I saw the pictures of all the kids in jail because they had no to war signs. So that ain't a good place. That ain't a good dude. You know, you just hope that somehow they can figure this out and end it. But that ain't going to happen. Not anytime soon, anyway. Here's another story. Just shifting, but also it's like, what is wrong with people? Say it back like that.
What is wrong with people?
A JetBlue pilot was taken out of the cockpit minutes before takeoff. He had a blood alcohol level more than 4 times the legal limit to fly.
No.
More than 2 to drive.
Wow.
James Clifton, 52, was allegedly visibly tipsy when he went through security before boarding the plane. This is a pilot. His blood alcohol content was 0.17, which is twice the 0.08% limit to drive a car, 4 times that to fly. And that is from the Buffalo News.
Whoa. Well, you hope he can get some help. Clearly, when you're making a decision like that, he's a problem with alcohol.
Yes, I would think it's not that he went on a bit, just like got a little drunk the night before and was like, oh crap. As someone who comes from an alcoholic environment, this to me seems like someone who has an alcohol problem.
Right.
Not someone who just went a little crazy the night before.
Yeah.
And you hope he gets help, but you can't do that.
No,
and
you
now
can't
you've
risk
got to
that.
suffer the consequences of making a terrible decision and putting other people's lives in jeopardy.
Oh, yeah, because the FAA does not mess around with that at all whatsoever. Fun fact, I guess. I don't know.
Doesn't sound very fun. I don't know what you're about to say, but it don't sound very fun. Go ahead.
Well, I guess when it comes to if you are getting any kind of help for that, the top 2 professions that actually end up staying sober are pilots and doctors because of the accountability from their employee, like the FAA, the regulations, like the requirements. Like if someone's just, I don't know, Joe in accounting, there's not that umbrella of accountability. Like you're not going to ever be able to work again, by the way, if you don't do all of this to stay healthy and sober. Whereas the accountability in those professions is really high. So hopefully he can get the help and get back on track.
But if I was a doctor, that's a tough job, especially now.
Yeah. It's very
Overworked,
taxing.
yeah.
Super stressful.
Pilots too, yeah.
Yeah.
But doctor, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. Yeah, there's no excuse. You can't behave that way. But if a pilot can get sober or a doctor, then hopefully they tend to stay sober.
A leather helmet that Amelia Earhart wore on a flight across the Atlantic in 1928 has sold for $825,000. I can almost picture the helmet, like an old black and white picture. Like the helmet, the little leather.
Like straps on the side?
Yeah, or maybe I'm picturing old football. I don't know.
Leatherhead.
But I think I see her in this helmet. The helmet went to an anonymous bidder in an online-only sale that closed Sunday. I'm looking at a picture now. I know the helmet.
That's cool.
But that's a lot of money, $825,000. That is from the AP. And finally in the news, your top 3 songs in country music. At number 3, Morgan Wallen, Sand in My Boots.
Something about the way she kissed me tells me she loves Eastern Tennessee.
At number 2, Kelsey and Kenny Chesney, Half of My Hometown.
Half of my hometown.
That was last week's number 1 song. Love that song. And at number 1, Kane Brown, One Mississippi.
Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, shots of whiskey, are you on your way with Tipsy Baby?
And the number one rock song is from Jack White of the White Stripes, Taking Me Back. Here you go.
Take out the figures and you pull all the triggers. Well, you're taking me back.
Let's
You're
go.
taking me back when you listen to Miss.
What you think?
I don't.
You're doing your face like you ate a really
Because I'm not like,
sour
let's
lime.
go, turn it up.
Oh, man.
Do you ever go, let's go? I don't think you'd do that anyway.
No, I mean, I think because y'all say it a lot, or Eddie for sure, but I hear the guys say it, so I know it's a thing. And so sometimes I might say, let's go, but not for that.
That's the news. Thank you.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, Aldine and Carrie, If I Didn't Love You, Bobby Bones Show. Calls, you got them? Something to say? 877-77-Bobby. That's our phone number. Thank you. Here's a song. Right now, we are in the Sonic Drive-In Studio.
The Bobby Bones Show.
Well, we're going to talk about something that's pretty scary that happened to one of the members of the show. We may need a doctor on the phone, but something happened, and I'll say it, someone might be dying.
What?
It wasn't me, and obviously it's not you because you just went, what? Unless you're acting.
No, I mean, I had something where I thought I was dying the other day, and I was like, did I tell you about that?
Could be you then.
Well, maybe if
Maybe
it's
you
not
forgot
for me,
you told me that.
If it's not for me, I'm going to ask the doctor maybe anyway.
I don't even know that we have a doctor but something happened and it's pretty scary.
Oh.
And we'll talk about that next. Okay. Or maybe if people just feel like they should be a doctor, they could give advice.
Yeah,
And we have
I
a
love
lot of
that.
those.
That'll be
Yeah.
fun.
I love that idea.
All right, we'll come back next with that story. It's funny that you almost died too, Amy.
Well, I mean, I Googled and apparently I might be almost going to die.
Okay, I'm going to come to you in a second, but because that's not what this is about.
Okay.
Eddie, what happened to you?
Man, I mean, I was in the shower. I had a stomach ache that just came suddenly, and I was like, ooh, it felt like gas. And I don't want to be too graphic here, but I released the gas.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, I just kind of saw black. And then I came to, and I was on the floor of my shower. I've never fainted my entire life, ever.
Do you know if you hit your head or not?
No, like
okay,
nothing.
see, now he needs to go to the doctor. He needs to get this figured out.
Did you have a headache?
No, nothing hurt. All I did was I kind of opened my eyes, and they were starry, almost like I'm kind of disoriented a little bit.
Do you think the gas had anything to do with it, or just add that for color?
Well, I'm thinking maybe the pain was so bad it made me pass out.
What?
I've never passed out before. I've never been knocked out before. This to me is so strange.
Yeah, he needs to go get examined because his head, the trauma to the brain. What if he hit his head on the tub and he
Like
doesn't
Bob
know
Saget.
it?
Oh, wow.
And he goes to bed and doesn't wake up.
But I did go to bed.
And then
And I
you
woke up and I'm
yeah.
here today.
Tomorrow? Sometimes
Okay.
it takes time.
Okay.
Do you think? I feel like if you would have hit your head though, you'd have a sore or sensitive spot on your head.
That's the
Yeah.
first thing I thought. Like I
Did
touched
your
my
body?
head.
Does your body have any fall bruises
nothing.
or anything?
So
Nothing.
did you like gently just
Yeah, I wonder if he just
blow
laid.
to the ground? 'Cause
I may have.
I've fallen in the shower before and it hurts.
So you passed out and saw stars when you woke up.
Yes. I mean, it felt like my eyes were
Was
open.
the shower still on?
Yeah. It was hot. I had a hot shower going. I mean, it could have been a number of things. Could have been the gas.
The
Could have been
heat?
the heat.
I don't think it was the gas, Eddie. Stop.
But how long were you out?
I don't know. I can't tell you, Amy. It's like I just felt kind of weak a little bit, and then everything kind of went black. Next thing you know, I don't know how long I was out, but I'm kind of like fetal position in the shower.
Okay, if there are any doctors out there, here's our phone number, 877-77-BOBBY. That's that. I'm curious to hear your story, though. You didn't share it with us. Do you want to share it with us?
Well, for over a week now, every once in a while, I get this 2 to 3 second tingle in my nose, and I don't know what is causing it at all. And when I Googled, it's like, does that lead to a sneeze? And it doesn't. So it's like my nose is just tingling, which could be a sign of many things that could eventually just lead to death.
I feel like that's one of the things that's so vague. You
But
can be
I don't
like-
know what
you
it
can be
is,
like,
but
I got
what-
an itch.
But
And
it-
there's 93 things that can come from that itch.
Right.
Everything from death to scratch it.
You're right.
But I do have this like patch of like something that seems like skin cancer on my nose, but nobody can seem to answer it. And I'm like, what if I'm going to lose my nose? I don't know.
And skin cancer, your mom, didn't she have skin cancer?
Yes, she did.
Is that from sun? Is that, or can you
I'm sure
genetic-
sun damage genetically. My skin is more prone to damage from the sun, and I do have her skin type. But yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
Okay, we have Zach on, who they're putting on hold right now, who's a paramedic from Virginia.
Okay.
Hey, Zach, can you give us a little insight as to what you think happened to Eddie?
Yeah, so it sounds like he may have bared down a little bit when he was having the surgery in his foot, and he had a vagal reaction, which causes blood pressure to lower. Causing his blood pressure to lower in the shower and pushing down, trying to fart, may have made him pass out.
Yeah, his phone line's a little
Muffled.
Yeah.
I heard fart.
He said he thinks you're pushing too hard, Papa, and that your blood pressure reacted, and then all of a sudden
You got dizzy and lightheaded.
Yeah.
and
I don't
fell.
recall pushing it though, but it could be possible.
How
I
did
guess.
this segment go?
No, I don't like
I thought
even
they were gonna you have
picturing this.
some sort of like blood.
Hey man, when you're dealing with medical stuff, you just got to be transparent with everything.
I
you
know, but
true.
we need.
Hey, let's see if Zach's phone's a little better now. Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. Okay, so you think Eddie was pushing too hard?
Yeah, so if he was standing, maybe like, in the shower or whatnot, pushing down too hard, bearing down, could cause a vagal reaction, which lowers your blood pressure by hitting the vagal response nerves in your heart, and then that's going to make you pass out. Pretty common.
So, and there's, I guess, a difference in pushing too hard and bearing down. Eddie, are you okay, buddy?
Bearing
Why
down?
are you bearing down?
That sounds very aggressive. I would literally, I'm just saying, it was a pain in my stomach, and then I farted.
Are you angry?
Hey, we know what happened. We don't have to keep saying
I
it.
didn't bear down
Hey, you
and
okay,
push it
buddy?
out.
Okay, Zach, appreciate it. Does that happen, Zach, with people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, or mostly people in their 70, 80?
Okay.
So, I mean, you're going to find it more often with people in their 70s and 80s, but I mean,
Yeah,
you run
see-
a decent amount of people in their 20s and 30s who will have a vagal response.
Time marches
That's
on.
not what happened to me, guys.
Eddie's got the system
Of an 80-year-old.
of an 80-year-old. Zach, thank you, man. I really appreciate that call. Any idea what's happening with Amy's itchy nose?
It doesn't itch. It's a tingle.
Sorry,
no
sorry.
itching.
Amy's tingle.
It's like a vibration.
She
It
gets
lasts
offended.
a few seconds. Well, because I'm trying to be clear.
So was I.
Yeah, I'm lost on that one.
Yeah, we're all lost on that.
Okay.
All right, Zach, appreciate you. Thanks for the call, dude.
Thanks, Dad.
Bye-bye. Let me go talk to Becky, who is a nurse in Florida. Hey, Becky, what's going on?
Hey, nursing student, but it's called the vagus nerve. Is that what they told you? I'm not. I turned the radio off. So I couldn't call
Ish,
in.
yeah. Tell us what you know about what Eddie did.
So it's called a vagus nerve. Most people are usually on the toilet. They bear down too hard. They faint and fall off the toilet.
Guys, I didn't push hard. Like, we're going down the wrong
Why
road
are you
here.
so aggressive, Eddie? With your
What is
The
happening?
vagus nerve?
yeah,
When
you
what?
did just come back from Vegas.
And I've never heard bear down so many times in one.
It's a medical term.
like segment.
Yeah, Eddie's like
man.
latching
Ever.
on.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I did. I don't remember.
Becky, thank you very much. And do you think, Becky, as a nursing student, do you think Eddie hit his head and he should go to the doctor, or do you think if he doesn't feel it in his head, he's okay?
Yeah, that's a tough one. You have to go with your gut, Eddie.
He
Trust
did,
your
and then he
gut.
bared down, and then he
Okay.
fell down.
Okay, guys. Is it possible, though, that I didn't fall and just maybe slowly went down? Is that possible when you black out?
Is the tub hard or is it a soft shower? Like, what is the?
No, it's hard,
what's
but
the
I
room
don't.
like?
It's a hard tub, but I didn't feel like I hit my head or anything.
No, then I don't know. I guess I would just go with my gut. Like, everybody has to do what they have to do for themselves. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, hey, thank you, Becky. Hope you have a great day.
I'm from Plant City, so welcome to the Strawberry Festival.
Yeah.
I know you guys are all.
Hey, as long as Eddie doesn't bear down too hard, next Saturday,
I'll be there.
Eddie and I, the Raging Idiots, will be playing in Plant City outside of Tampa for the Strawberry Festival. Come. Tickets at ragingidiots.com. All right, thank you, Becky. Have a great day.
Thanks.
All
Bye-bye.
right, bye-bye. I think you're okay. Stay off that vagus nerve.
Don't bear down so hard.
Don't bear. Yeah. Hey, just go in. Take your time.
I think we went down the wrong road.
I
here.
don't. I think we went down the exact
Okay,
right road.
All right.
Maybe the dumbest segment ever, but we solved what the problem was.
Great.
Russell Dickerson Home Suite, Bobby Bones Show. Boy, what segment that turned into, huh? In the next segment that we're just about 3 minutes away from, two things are going to happen. One, a husband suggested something to the wife. Says, hey, we can save some money and you want to do this. But some people say that it is really creepy. Like she wants to do something and he's like, but here's how we can do it differently and save some money. And people are saying this husband is really creepy. I will tell you the story. You be the judge. And Amy, your nose tingle? I think we have what's happening.
Really?
We have a caller on, yeah.
Okay. Finally.
Caller on that is in the medical profession that thinks they know exactly why your nose is tingling. And let me say this, it ain't good. All right, hold through the break.
My.
Even Amy, I tease her with that.
Gotta wait, Amy.
Yeah, you gotta wait for
Clearly I'm okay for
over
3
3
minutes.
We'll come back next. Okay, so this couple's been struggling with fertility, and they decide they're going to get a surrogate, which a lot of couples have to do. And so they're talking about it, and the woman says that my younger sister will be our surrogate. Ray, this is kind of a bit what was happening with you guys, right?
Yeah, my sister agreed as well to be our surrogate.
And so they decided the younger sister would be a great choice. The sister agreed. They looked at the cost and then the time with in vitro, and then it was, okay, a little more expensive than they thought. So then the husband goes, why don't, and she can still be the surrogate, how about I just have sex with her?
No. No. No, because then you're getting a baby with her. You're not getting a baby with your wife.
That's
If
true.
he impregnates her, the surrogate, she's no longer a surrogate. She is the mom of a baby that he and
That's
her
right.
created with her. You're a surrogate when
Okay, scientist.
You're making sense, Amy.
right. I mean, I get that it's same genetics because it's her sister, but you're not. This is not the same thing. This is just his sneaky way of I don't even know what, but no. How?
At a certain point, they thought the wife's younger sister would be a great choice. They looked at the cost, and then they say, this is the quote from the story, one of the all-time boneheaded compromises in the history of husbands. He started hinting that it might be best to get the little sis knocked up, quote, the traditional way.
Mm-hmm.
He was acting like it was no big deal. His argument was that if he did it a few times, the quick way to have a baby, they'd save time and have money to use later. Now she's backing away from the entire concept of surrogacy, and she's dreading the day her sister finds out about her husband's grand scheme. Well, then don't put it public.
Yeah, it's out now.
It's out. Yeah, don't put it public. So you would say no to that?
No, it doesn't even make sense.
You think it's just him wanting to hook up with her sister?
Yes.
For sure,
Yeah,
100%.
me too. I thought that too. I do want to put on Jessica in Texas, and she's waded through. A couple things happened in the last segment. One, Eddie said, I was in the shower. My stomach was hurting. Next thing I know, I woke up and there were stars above me. And go back to the podcast and hear what a paramedic called and said, Eddie, this is what's wrong with you. And then we all got a good laugh because it wasn't serious.
Yeah, I guess.
Amy said her nose keeps tingling, but she never sneezes and it doesn't itch.
Doesn't itch. It's like a tingle vibration thing. A few seconds, then it's gone.
Okay, Jessica in Texas is on. Jessica, you have a theory about Amy.
Yeah, so you said that you have a patch on your nose that you think could be skin cancer. So I can't see the patch on your nose. But the tingle is like the number one initial sign of a cold sore forming. And a lot of people do get them on the insides of their nose, on the outsides of their nose. And so you might be getting another one coming in. Typically, they're kind of like scabbed over. I know when I was like younger, I used to get them on my nose. And definitely the tingle is like the first sign of a cold sore.
So
I'm
Eddie
getting
farts
like
too hard and Amy has a
number
cold
one.
sore. Yeah.
Right.
A cold sore on my nose?
And even I didn't know you get them in your nose.
Wow.
Who knew?
Is that
Okay.
herpes?
I'll
It is a
Google that.
different version of herpes.
But still herpes?
But yes, it is. But I believe, and I think Jessica can correct me if I'm wrong, that most adults in America have the herpes virus that happens on your lips. It just is dormant and doesn't always physically show a cold sore. Jessica, am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
almost all.
We all have herpes.
Asymptomatic.
But the version, okay, Eddie, you just. Jessica, thank you for the call. Really appreciate having an adult on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
right.
so I'm not going to die or lose my nose.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem.
I think
You're good.
You're good on both of those.
All right.
If you go back into the podcast today, you can hear Mike D and Morgan's review of The Batman. And then also Amy, she had a bunch of moms at her house last night, and there were more than 25
Yeah.
showed up. Adoptive mom showed up to Amy's house. And the over-under was on bottles of wine that they had last night. You can hear that. I was up late last night watching the Arkansas game. We beat LSU, and I was up. I guess the game ended after 10. I probably didn't go to sleep till 12. I was so hyped up.
Heart was racing?
Yeah.
Excitement?
Yeah, it
That's
was,
cool.
This was my heart.
That's awesome.
And then I just wanted to go to the message boards and read. So that's what?
That's what you don't, you're not like, okay, the game's over, I can go to sleep. You have to go to
No
message
way.
boards?
You can celebrate with other people.
Yeah, I want to go and read. Yeah. Are you
What
kidding?
message boards?
Hogville.net. My name is Bobby Bones Woo Pig over there.
Okay.
And so I don't post a lot, but I do. I mean, I read all the time. So I go over to hogville.net and I see what everybody's got to say and look at the bracketology.
Wow.
Yeah, big game. Big game last night. Let's play Chris Stapleton. You should probably leave. Why'd you laugh at hogville.net? You think it's a lame name?
Well, I know, yeah. I left at message boards too.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the main thing.
All right, Bobby Bones Show.